From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Aaron Reeves.
Well, it's been quiet the morning across Green Country. We've seen a complex of showers and thunderstorms roll across the area. We thought that we could see some, but they ended up being a little bit larger in coverage and intensity than we originally thought. Those are now mostly moving into Arkansas, at least a severe bit of them are. So Fort Smith down towards Poto and then on eastward from there. Also another batch of showers and storms just north and east of Bartlesville. Those have weakened just a bit. We'll start there and look at those. Those are moving eastward. Notice us, they have moved east. They've weakened a bit, not quite as much lightning, not highest intensity reflectivities, but still a lot of gusty winds coming out of these. We'll take a look at that in a minute, and they're actually pushing back towards the southwest, the winds, because of what we call a wake low. More on that in a little bit. But heading towards Newata, Veneta, we'll see some gusty winds, some heavy rain briefly, and some lightning, and then that'll move on. As we take a look further to the south and east, this is where the severe storms have been. Now east of the state line, fully into Arkansas with a little bit of tailing thunder shower activity north of Big Cedar up towards Poto. That'll continue to move away. We've had Sequoia Quinton down there. It looks like he's regrouping and getting ready for maybe a long night tonight. Then Bob Roloff on the road. Just wet roadways in his location as he kind of heads back towards the Tulsa area. Our heat advisory still in place, although it might be tough to reach that criteria north of I-40 thanks to these storms. It's greatly rain-cooled, so we're going to have to recover a lot. I've lowered the temperatures this afternoon a little. We'll just have to see how it pans out. It's hard to really kind of figure out how that's going to all happen once you get a storm system like this move through. Then tonight, that boundary comes back north, and along the periphery of this upper level ridge, we'll get another complex of storms move more likely right across the Oklahoma state line. Those would likely be strong to severe. The main threat's going to be with those really, really strong wind and then some hail as those move really, especially from Tulsa to the north, and more particularly if you're up towards Bartlesville, Coffeyville, Sedan, over towards Parsons, Miami, Veneta. Those are the places that are going to need to really look out for the strong winds tonight. And we'll have to see how this morning's activity impacts what we see tonight. There's a chance it could weaken it a little bit, but we're not going to count on that. So just be prepared tonight for quite a bumpy ride. Once we get through tonight, several quiet days, this high pressure is in full control. And then another pattern change over the weekend. We could see some more unsettled weather, and you can kind of see that zone where we're expecting those heavier storms to move tonight. And this says the next 7 days, but a lot of that would be tonight and then maybe this weekend. And then once again, real deal heat builds in triple digits basically from Wednesday, Thursday, and on into Friday before things become a little cooler and maybe a little more unsettled this weekend. Right now we're looking at temperatures at 72, northeast wind at 18. That's actually gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour in some locations. On the back end of this storm, we have what's called a wake low, big pressure change right here, and the winds are moving from the higher pressure over here towards the lower pressure here, and that's where we're getting these 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts, basically from Tulsa to the north and to the west. And those are blowing back out of that thunderstorm. Pretty interesting to see that. That's just kind of what we're looking at. 90s this afternoon. Then we'll see that complex of storms. Notice around 10, 11 o'clock, that's moving right across the state line with real gusty winds, temperatures in the 70s. And then as we roll into tomorrow afternoon, ridge of high pressure, southwest wind, that's in full control. We'll see those highs into the triple digits, really hot once you get out west of I-35, maybe 105 plus in some of those locations. And then going forward, we'll be hot again Thursday, then Friday, and then we get that front, that pattern change, try to move into the area over the weekend. That's going to increase our rain chances a little bit, increase our cloud cover just a little bit, and decrease our temperatures just a little bit. In the meantime, we're looking out for strong to severe storms tonight, especially Tulsa north, and then hot weather for everybody the next 3 days. That's your forecast. On back to you, Autumn.